Your love life this month looks very exciting, fresh, but also stable because we start April with Venus being in Taurus, meaning this is literally the time for you to find something long lasting, very sensual, very much like luxurious, and just fulfilled with the fantasy. If you want to know exactly when those relationships are coming through, you can get your soulmate reading in the Star Cross tab that I've linked in my bio. Basically, when you get your soulmate draw, when you get their entire zodiac chart, the soulmate drawing itself, so you can know what they look like, and also the exact date and year when you're gonna meet them. So many of my friends already got their drawings done. They were so obsessed with the results. They were extremely accurate, and you can see it for yourself. If you are interested, it's going to be the first link in my bio. And now let's get to the reading. We are using Tarot Manara, so I am unfortunately cannot show you all the images. I hope you know why. I hope you know exactly why I cannot show it to you, but this is the best for finding relationships and your even sexual situations that you are in right now. So let's see what exactly is awaiting you in the month of April. Pisces, let's see what is awaiting you for the month of April in love and relationships. Ooh. Pisces, again, I can't show you the pictures, but it seems like someone is really stepping up into your relationships to really start taking care of you, to really start taking responsibilities for you. And it's like the emperor is the most like a manly man that you can meet. It's the person who's gonna like take care of you, is the person who's gonna show you like how it's done, who's gonna like provide you, like a provider mindset kind of person. Like, yeah, he could be a little bit like a, you know, he might not be into astrology. I'm just gonna tell you, he might not be into astrology, but like, who cares, right? Like, this is the man with the money, this is the man of his word. Like, whatever he thinks he does, he's gonna do it. Whatever he wants to do, he's gonna do it. When you tell him like, hey, I need like new shoes, he's gonna do it. He's just gonna do it. Then we have I can't show it to you, but we have the priestess and the temperance. The priestess and the temperance, meaning that the temperance is all about finding ways to make those relationships work and finding ways to kind of combine those opposite sides of your relationship. So you might think that this is the emperor archetype who is coming into your life, could be like a little bit, you know, out of place. It could be a little bit like, I'm not sure if he's like exactly like 100% compatible with me, right? And this is all about like trying to make those nuances work in your situationship. So you might really want to take your time with like getting to know people, and before you say, actually I've seen like so many people like through the readings who, you know, were coming like with certain questions, and they were like, oh, well, you know, he didn't respond to me like in one day, so I deleted all my messages because I don't want to hurt again. I don't want to like go into the scenario again. And some like, if you have like Uranus problem in your chart, you probably really avoidant and like can't really handle the weight and the, you know, the challenge of like not having a response like immediately. But this is just your sign to like not do anything like that. Don't rush into that. Don't be like, okay, that's it, I'm done, I'm deleting all the messages. No, temperance is all about like, make it work. Find those little things, find those like quite opposite parts of yourself to make it work. And the priestess here is actually will like show that there is something on an inside that you finally letting shine and letting through, that actually helps you attract this person, right? Like it's almost like it's telling you, like, if you had all those fantasies, if you had all those like ideas of your perfect relationship, stop having them only in your mind. Embody them, right? Like who you are when you imagine yourself in a perfect relationships. What do you do? Do you go to Pilates and you get juice and like protein shake in the morning, and then you kind of like do your routine? Like, what is it? Like, bring this vision into your life actually. Aries, this is your love reading for month of April. This is going to be a very exciting month. We have Venus and Taurus. We have so many things that going on. So let's see what is the energy for you in your love. Oh, listen, it seems like if you're right now in a relationship or in some sort of situation, or you just like went through a breakup and it feels like you were missing something, or you were like not quite satisfied, or there were some sort of situations where you're just like, "Ah, this is not quite right. This is not quite something that I want to do. This is not quite something how this thing should end," right? Like some sort of feeling of like challenge and this like first obstacle that you've had, and you became almost like unsatisfied with it, and you became almost like, that's it, this is not working out for me. It seems like you're actually moving to a better situation here. It seems like things are actually finding balance. Again, just because I am using Tarot Manara, I can really show you what exactly they show, but for private reasons. And actually, like, if you've never seen this tarot deck, I highly recommend you to actually like go for it and like Google what it looks like, because it is very sensual. But it seems like you're actually coming into some sort of resolution here. You're coming into some sort of new place where you will feel much more safe and much more kind of like satisfied. And because you have like 5 and 6 of air, right? Like they follow one each other, meaning like this is a logical continuation of some sort of story. And you have justice right next to it, meaning again, something just like coming to restore the balance in your relationship. Something is happening here to really balance those things out. It's also really good if you've been just like overall living in some sort of fantasy, right? Like you've been living in some sort of like idea of relationship where you were like, oh, I want this person to pay attention to me, or I want like this person to, I don't know, like invite me on a date. Or if you're already like seeing someone, you're like, I just really wish like this person could have, I don't know, just like did something that I want to do, right? Like this is kind of like a moment. This is kind of the time for those feelings, ideas, dreams, and manifestations to actually come into life. And again, bring this balance between like spiritual and material, because if it's all just like in a spiritual world for you, you're just thinking about it, you just wondering about it, but there is none of that action in the real life. Justice is here to bring it to reality. So again, if you're just feeling a little bit unsatisfied, just know you're about to step into such a better situation that will make you feel actually very easy and very kind of like chill about it. Taurus, this is your reading for the month of April about love and your relationships. This is going to be the month for you because Venus is in Taurus. So for you, that just means, for you, that just means that you in it. Like this is your time. This is your time. This is your time to shine. Oh, listen, it seems like you will be on fire. You will be on fire. It seems like there's something's coming to you. I'm just gonna cover the things that I cannot show. Something is coming to you that really sparks the fire inside of you. Something that makes you feel like really alive. I don't know where exactly you live, but if you live in a place where it's getting warmer, you probably felt this kind of like feeling when you go outside and you're just like, oh, suddenly things are not so bad. Like I'm really enjoying the weather outside. I'm really enjoying like the life, like things that feel so exciting. Like you enjoy the sun, you enjoy going out. This is kind of like the same feeling that sparks on the inside, right? Like there's someone's coming through, someone, and the thing is, it's going to be like very like these relationships will be really funny and really like with a lot of humor, with a lot of understanding, with a lot of jokes, with a lot of just like an inner like all this almost like childish connections where you will be doing some sort of like crazy things that make you like giggle a little bit. You're like, oh my god, like we really did that. um Something that almost like makes you feel very nurtured, very nurtured. And the thing is, he might be someone who's actually pretty much like financially stable. Let me just make sure there is nothing. No, there is something. Pretty much financially stable, pretty much someone who's like putting in a lot of work, like he knows the value of time and money and labor, right? Like this is not just someone who's just like, oh yeah, like tomorrow I'm gonna make some money and like tomorrow I'm gonna, no, it's happening today. It's happening like right now. Like this is a very down to earth person. Seems like you also like you will not be missing on any opportunities here. You will be actually, I'm ready. Like you will be like, I'm ready to lock in. I'm ready to go for it. I'm ready to make it happen. The thing about it, it doesn't have to be actually like just one person. And when I said like you're gonna do things that like make you giggle a little bit, maybe it's because you're actually going for a few opportunities there, and you just like, oh my god, like I'm really like, hoeing around, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, because again, this is your time to find those situationships, find those loves, and find those things that make you excited. Geminis, this is your love reading for month of April. You are actually also in luck here because by the end of the month, Venus will move into Gemini, and this is when you will see a lot of success, joy, love, and relationship happen to you. So let's see what is the energy here. Ooh. I'm just like so sorry that like I cannot show these images to you because again, this is like Tarot Manara, which is like a very explicit, but well, can I show something? It's just like it's just like very fun to do this reading for relationships. Basically, you're gonna have such a good time. You're gonna have such a good time, and it's almost like you will be surrounded by this like romantic vibe. Overall, you have the Knight of Water here, which is all about being like submersed into the feelings, being submersed into some sort of experience. And the water itself is all about almost like irrational feelings and irrational like things that you do, right? So with this reading specifically, it seems like you will like really let go. Like you're not gonna think much. You're not gonna use like too much logic here. You're not gonna be like, okay, so let me put this person to a test. No, you just like you're just like, what if I'll just go for it, right? Like this is the vibe that you should definitely follow, and this is the situations that will be coming through you. They might seem to you a little bit irrational. They might seem to you like, well, I usually like don't do this. Usually this is not my tea. This is not something that I like do 100%, right? Like this is like this is what it is. This is what it is. But if you notice that those are the situations that are coming into your life, I actually advise you to go into that and double down on that energy. And another thing we have, um, Seven of Fire, and Seven of Fire is all about like, hey, take accountability for what you do, and there is no shame here. There is no kind of like guilt for what you like, for what you do, for what type of things you want in your relationship. This is just something like you gotta say, oh, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is what I enjoy, right? Like be open to not necessarily to a public, but to like people around you to be like acknowledging that and know what are your preferences is, right? Because it's definitely not the time. Like April is not the time for you to keep all these thoughts inside yourself. This is definitely not the time to kind of like assume that people just gonna like know it somehow without you communicating those energy and those desires to them. So also Knight of Water sometimes can show literally a person who's like very romantic. Water signs are like naturally the most horny one too, so that could be a thing. And just like somebody who's like really romantic, who's really to give you ready to give you like roses and flowers and all that thing. Cancers, this is your love reading for the month of April. Let's see what is the energy there. What do you need to know? What are your relationship will be like during this month? Um, wow. So first, let me tell you, you have all the major arcanas here. Unfortunately, like again, I really want to show it to you, but I just like can't. So first, you have Empress. Empress is all about like I enjoy things the way I enjoy them, and I'm like completely standing on my business here, right? So you need to get so clear on what you like and what you enjoy and what type of relationship you want and what is really like bringing you to this sort of like what is bringing you to this sort of like commitment and just like do you know what you enjoy, do you know what you like, or if like a potential partner here is asking you like, okay, so where do you want to go and what do you want to do, can you give him an answer like immediately? Can you give this person an answer immediately and say, okay, I enjoy this restaurants, I enjoy walking, or I enjoy like actually not doing any physical activity, or I enjoy hiking. Like you need to be so clear with what you do because you about to receive like so much about abundance here, right? Like the Empress here, like literally this dude is on the knees. This dude is literally like willing to do anything to deserve this type of love. We also have Death here. So Death is all about completing and starting a new chapter, right? So there is some sort of like I would even say it could be about some sort of things in your mind that were really holding you back, and lately you've been noticing those patterns that have been kind of like not necessarily like corresponding to you, right? Death is something that's not happening like so immediate and so sudden. It's something that you've been noticing for a while. It's something that you were paying attention to. It's something that you were like, this is how I feel about this thing. Like, what do I do with it, right? Like some sort of mental understandings even, or the way people treat you, or the way people or you treat people, or certain things that are just like not negotiable in relationships to you really coming to the surface, and really you just like you cannot live like the same way anymore, right? And this is where this like energy of like abundance is coming through. Like once you let old scenarios go, once you let all this, you know, all the blocks and scenarios and like whatever been like holding you in a place where again you didn't necessarily know what exactly you like and what exactly is like not negotiable things for you in relationships. Once you let it go and once you focus on what really makes you you, this is when it's all going to come through, and this is when you're going to receive the most amount of love. Leo, this is your love reading for the month of April. So let's see, what is the energy behind this month? What is something that you need to know? What is happening with you love wise? What is awaiting you? Listen. There's some sort of maturity is coming through in those relationships with you this month, and it seems like this is going to be the month for you where you completely enjoy those like a very like physical type of feelings and activities, right? So it might not be the month. Overall, is like in general, it is positive month for any type of relationship, but it's a good month for experience like everything like sensual, right? Like maybe somebody will take you to spa, maybe you will like receive some sort of like a massage that will really make you feel like all those like muscles in your body, and you just like this is the month when you need to connect with your body. This is the month when you need to almost like get back into your body and be like, so you know how we have like multiple bodies, right? Like we have our physical body, we have our emotional body, ethereal body, we have like nervous system is like a different type of body too, right? Like it's not just like it's not the same as like your bones. It's all different bodies, and it seems like this is the month when you need to get back specifically into your physical body, into your muscles, and that means you might be having a lot of like spicy fun, right? Like you might be having some sort of things. I'm like I really want to show it to you, but these cards they just not friendly for social media, unfortunately. And someone who's like really mature, somebody who's like really I'm also going to cover this part, someone who's like really mature, someone like who's really ready to kind of like provide this sort of like love and openness and make you feel happy is going to be there. One of the things that I would watch out for is the Seven of Water. Seven of Water is basically like being trapped into your dreams and into your fantasies and into your like even something like anonymous, right? Like you're doing online, for example, like those, like if you're just talking to people, if you just like texting with people nonstop, and like there is absolutely no actions, there's absolutely no like going out in person and like meeting each other, this is something that I would definitely like cut it out and be like, mm-mm. Because again, this Queen of Earth is all about practicality, is all about real results, is all about something that you can actually physically feel and touch. So maybe somebody will give you like a coupon to go and do your massage. Maybe somebody will provide this massage for you. Maybe overall there will be a lot of just like hugging and like touching and very physical fun. Virgo, this is your love reading for the month of April. So let's see what is the energy with your relationship, with your love, whether you are in relationship or you single. What is happening with you, Virgos? Oh, listen, Virgos. So there's going to be something new that like really excites you and sparks a lot of fire inside of you. Something that makes you feel like almost alive. Like think about if you are like living this parts of the world where it's actually getting warm and the sun is out and you're going outside and you enjoying the life and you're just like, oh, I'm just like I miss this like feeling of going out, feeling the sun on my skin. Like this is what I needed. Like, and this is what exactly is coming through for you this month. It's kind of this like a new feeling, new experience, new some sort of spark that again like is sparkling out of your heart. So speaking of relationship, is definitely something where you feel a little bit even like childish when you do some sort of like obscure things and you like having too much fun and you just like you like don't care what's happening like in a month or in like 2 months and 3 months. You live in the moment. Like this is the month when you live in the moment. This is the month when you almost like being open to those experiences. So one of the things I would kind of like look into is don't like really get too don't really get too in your head about things, right? Because again, when you feel joy, when you feel love, when you feel something that like makes you feel happy, there could be immediately this contradiction from what have made you feel not happy in the past, right? Because like now you're like, oh, okay, I'm back, I'm feeling happy, and then immediately some thoughts like come into your mind and they're like, okay, so but then like why were you not happy? Let's get into that. Let's think about it. I don't think you need to get into that. I don't think you need to think about it. I don't think you need to mm, I don't think this is the energy that will help you this month, right? Like, if that's the months to have fun, if that's the months to just like, live day by day and like not really worry what's happening tomorrow, this is exactly how you should do it, because world is so unpredictable. And it seems like something in those relationships even gonna give you a little bit of start up, or like a little push into do the things that you actually enjoy in your life. Maybe this like openness, or like support, or unconditional feeling of safety that those like new emotions and relationships provide to you will kind of help you to improve whatever craft you do and whatever things you are enjoying, right? Like we have this like a girl who's playing the flute, um meaning she's ready to like show who she is, and she's ready to kind of like take any of this walls in front of her and finally start shining in a very authentic way. Libra, this is your love reading for the month of April. So we're going to see exactly what is the energy in your love life, with your relationships, with, overall your emotional expression here. Okay. Oh, listen, Libra, this is definitely the month when you kind of like get into the very core basics of your relationships and love situationships. If you are single, you can totally expect somebody who will like really bring you back into this like a feeling of physical pleasure, like even just like having good food, right? Like feeling cozy, feeling warm, feeling physically safe. Because like sometimes when we like so stressed, we just like this, like there will be someone who will make you feel just like safe, so you can relax your shoulders, normalize your breath, all of these things. And this is definitely the time you can manifest some sort of like spa. You can manifest some sort of massages this month. You can just like overall bring it back to the physical pleasure, right? It could be somebody who will help you to do that. It could be somebody who will be like, hey, I'm gonna do this for you. Like, this is your, I don't know, like coupon, like invite to get a massage, a spa, whatever that is. Or you can actually do it on your own too. Like you can, if you overall trying to like attract this energy and open this like a little bit like gates of abundance and gates of love and gates of like all the pleasure, book a massage session, because we do have Queen of Earth here, and Queen of Earth is like all about, hey, like I'm feeling this in my body, I'm feeling this right here, I'm feeling where I need to be. And it seems like this is like a really fierce month. Like actually, like I don't think I can show you like any of this one, because it's a little bit too sensual. But um like this is not the month to sit home. This is not the month to be this like a very demure, but you're like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like you need to be very strict. You need to be very straight with with your desires, with what you enjoy, with what you like, and like literally command the people. You need to command the people and be like, hey, this is who I am. I'm very sexy. I'm very hot. Like I'm very beautiful. I am like I deserve the best, right? And if you don't have that confidence in you, this is not the way to do it this month. Like this is like something will remind you how actually like worthy you are of love and relationship. And the thing is, the person who you are meeting, let me just make sure there is nothing that I cannot show. Right. The person you are meeting could be actually very like profound. He could be really practical. He could have a lot of money, who like really appreciates the time and the labor and overall the effort, right? Like he might not actually like buy you flowers, but he will definitely like make sure you getting home safe, you have groceries, you eating well, you enjoying the life, and just like being very much practical. Scorpio, this is your love reading for the month of April. So we're going to see exactly what is happening with your relationship, with your love life. What is there for the month of April? It will be a very interesting month because Venus is in Taurus, which is quite the opposite sign of Scorpios. Scorpio, it seems like this is the month when you're actually gonna do whatever you like. And the thing is, this is the moment for you to dream big, and this is the moment for you to really shoot for the stars. We have the Sun card, and Sun is all about the true manifestation. Sun about the joy. Sun about is expressing yourself in all the positive ways. We also have the Queen of Earth here, and Queen of Earth is all about experiencing physical pleasures, experiencing things that make you feel good in the moment in your body, right? So maybe you will receive some sort of like a massage. Maybe somebody will take you to a spa. Maybe you will have this like a really sensual moments, like a lot of hugs, a lot of touching, a lot of holding hands, just like something that like brings you back into your body, especially if you know we do have this like a different level of our bodies, like even our nervous system is kind of like a very like different body from like our physical body and from our emotional body. So this is the month to get into the feelings, physical feelings, touchings, right? Like you can expect a lot of that. You can expect a lot of that. And the thing is, it seems like whatever relationship you're going through, whatever you know, whatever stars you're shooting for, it will really open something like very authentic inside of you, something that you might like not even knew about yourself, something that is just, you know, allowing you to shine, like also in an artistic way, because sun is all about like, hey, this is who I am, this is what I shine, this is what I have to bring to the world. Because by the end of the day, just like we all have to write emails and we all have to, I don't know, like put appointments in our calendar, because like this is just the world that we live in. But this is not the energy like the sun is. The sun is like, okay, but how do you do it? Like, what is the special approach that you have in yourself that makes you so unique from all the billions of other people, right? And this is what you will have to discover in those relationships, whether you're single, whether you in relationships. There's going to be something that will help you to actually authentically embody yourself even more and kind of double down on that energy. Sagittarius, this is your love reading for month of April. So we're going to see exactly what is the energy in your love life, in your relationships, in your emotional expression this month, and what exactly do you need to know and do to attract this energy. Oh. 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 Listen. Something about you this month, Sagittarius, something about you this month is completely finding this confidence inside of yourself to not only accept exactly who you are, like honestly, like I wish I could show these cards, but like exactly the cards that, you know, came up here, they're like a little bit too much to show. But we have the mirror, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the original deck, and we have the strength and the death. Strength and the death together is kind of like, I know who I am and I know what I need to do and I know what I need to go for. And I just cannot settle for the type of relationships that I had in the past, right? Like the strength here shows like, oh, you know, if you've been like even completely delusional, if you've been completely like unrealistic, as so people say, and you're just like, I want to like date a millionaire, I want to date like, I don't know, like a famous politician, I want to meet like famous actor, like whatever you want to do, right? This is the approach you need to take. You need to be very confident in it, and you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to go for the most unrealistic thing, and I want people to think I'm a psychopath, right? I want people to think that like I lost my mind and I'm so delusional and I'm so like not down to earth, because this is exactly the approach when things are going to happen to you. And again, strength and death together kind of show that it doesn't matter what people say, because people who say that, they live in the past and they live in they don't, like you and those people, they don't live in the same like reality even, because again, you're creating here something new, you're creating something better, you're creating something that you yet to discover, that you have like such a big power for something, you have such a big influence, you have such a big just like even to desire to like command the room when you walk in. And for this energy specifically, people come, people don't look at, like in your case specifically and in this month, people not gonna look at you if you're being like very demure and very like shy and very kind of like down to earth and like very humble. No, people are gonna look at you, and the thing is, you're gonna look at yourself first. You're gonna look at yourself first and really realize like, oh, this is what I like about me. I like that I am confident. I like that I'm going for crazy things. I like that I'm adventurous. I like that I come up with ideas that people scared of. And I like that those ideas excite me. So as long as you embody this archetype, it seems like you're completely finding some sort of a new loop, a new chapter, whatever you want to call it, new ways to express your relationships and be in relationships and date people. Capricorns, this is your love reading for the month of April. So we're going to see exactly what is the energy there, what is something that you need to know and really use in order to find your dream relationship. If you are in relationship, if you're not in relationship, it's also cool. Okay, so first we have, it seems like April is the month when things are going to change drastically, right? It's some sort of like transformation that you don't really mind happening. It seems like, you know, sometimes you just like don't like the clothes that you're wearing, and you understand like the only way to like move forward is to find new clothes. And nothing wrong about what you used to wear, and nothing wrong about what you're gonna wear in the future. It's just like a different vibe. It's just like a different energy. It's just like a different just like different things. So if you are single, you might completely reassure yourself that you either okay being single, or you either finding somebody to be with you, right? If you are in a relationship, it could be just like a little change in the way that you perceive those relationships, right? Like it could be something that maybe you were worried about something, and now you're just like, oh, you know what, like I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to like manifest any negative energy that I was manifesting, because again, I'm just like letting certain things go, certain things that were, especially if something was bothering you and you were just like, I don't know, there are some type of people who just like constantly worry about something. Nothing bad is happening, nothing bad is ever happening, but they just like, but what if it's gonna happen still, and you just like, stop worrying about it, like it's not happening. And this is kind of the change that you need this month. This is also kind of the change that you are experiencing this month. And we also have Queen of Air. So it seems like you're really letting go of a lot of like mental touches here. You're really letting go of some sort of mental weight that was almost like suppressing your ability to express yourself. And you finally being like, I'm gonna let it go, and I'm just gonna live my life, right? Queen of Air is she is the type of person who's just like, that's it. I'm done thinking about what people think of me. I'm done overthinking. I'm done. I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and I'm just gonna do it the way that I enjoy myself. So Death, Queen of Air here, it's all very telling about your approach this month. So again, it's not the time to overthink. It's not the time to be like, oh, I don't know, like, what are they gonna think of me? What are they like? Something major is like really changing here, and I do encourage you to force those changes and force the things that like don't really resonate with. If you see something in your mindset and you like know deep inside that at some point you will need to get rid of it, get rid of it now, because there's not going to be a better time to change yourself for the better than right now. Aquarius, this is your love reading for the month of April. So we're going to see what exactly is happening with your relationship, with your love, with your emotional expression, and what you can do to actually make this situation better right now. Aquarius. Ooh. Some of these pictures, I swear, some of those drawings are a little bit too much. But listen, seems like this month you're really feeling yourself very confident when it comes to your relationship. You're also like not rushing anywhere. This is definitely not the energy to kind of like settle for the first thing that comes into your life, right? You finding some sort of confidence in yourself and some sort of like a stability that really lets you to choose the best out of the best. And the thing is, something is really coming out of you. Something is really coming out of like the deepest levels of yourself that you are yet to discover. Especially when it comes to relationship, there might be like certain patterns, or there might be certain just like situations that you've been through, and only now you're about to connect those dots together and be like, oh, this is why. I don't know if it's something that has to do with your family and with the scenarios that your family have planted into your life, if it has something to do with overall your experience and maybe some sort of like a failed experiences that you didn't really enjoy about yourself. But those were the little like threads that were pulling you and were kind of like creating those levels of anxiety, or levels of like, when you just like focus too much and like you really make some things like too important to the point that you just like, you're so scared about it. It's kind of like when you look at the kids and they like go to school and they have their like test in math, and they just like, some kids like cry about it and they're like, oh, like I don't know how. And you as an adult understand like none of this matters. Like it's just a test in math. People literally like created math. Like it's not even, it's just math. Like people just like created that, and now you have tests about it, and like no one cares. It's not that important. And this is kind of what you having this sort of revolution about yourself, about those relationships, or about those certain scenarios and expectations that you had for yourself. And again, this like one of Earth is all about like you confident, like you stepping into such a like confident and beautiful and this like era of longevity. And speaking of like love language too, you're not like buying some sort of like a Temu, Shein, even like Zara kind of clothing, right? You really going and you finding the best material out of the best, even if it costs you a little bit more, because again, you stepping into the mindset of longevity and choosing something that really brings you long-term success, rather than oh, I just need to bring like my level of anxiety down, so let me just like buy $3 t-shirt and think that like this is gonna do for me, because it's not gonna do for you. What is gonna do for you is the longevity and long-term thinking.